Purpose isn't a feeling, it's a practice. I'm Suzanne Rath, and this is Endures, for your daily dose of endurance, leadership, and life lessons. So in November 2025, I went to the B1G1 Business for Good conference in Bali. Now, through my clinical business, Wellness Embodied, we have been B1G1 members for just over a year now. And what was amazing about this conference wasn't just what we learned on things like marketing and branding and LinkedIn and so on, but it was the energy and the collective vibration of being in this room full of business owners who have this real drive to make a difference in the world. So who have purpose-driven businesses and who, when good things happen in their business, want to make an impact. You'll have heard me speak before, and if you haven't, have a listen back to some of the previous episodes on how motivation is a bit of a myth. So we cannot physically motivate people in the workplace to be happy or to enjoy their jobs. We can put in place the right structures, the right frameworks, and so on to do so. But if people buy into this chronic negativity, and if they don't use the structures, the frameworks, and so on to connect to purpose and to gain that intrinsic motivation, even when times are hard, as leaders, we need to stop pushing to make everybody happy and start thinking about longevity and purpose and the frameworks and the structure for purpose. So what B1G1 enables us to do as a clinical business is to celebrate and ritualize purpose and the giving back. Because we know from research that when we connect things to a higher sense of purpose, or we think about other people other than ourselves, we are happier, we're more connected. But this is a thing we need to do every single day for ourselves and within the workplace. It can't be done or handed to us by one person or one leader. It's the role and the responsibility of everyone. So in our clinical business, something that we have done is we donate to B1G1 for things like Google reviews or new clients, or our team can spin the wheel each week and donate to one of the causes that we've chosen. They don't donate, we donate for them. And what that does is it enables us to make these small ripples of impact all of the time. Now, one of the arguments against things like B1G1 is that people want to support local, and I totally get that. We put the vast majority of our money back into the local economy via wages, via local suppliers. We've had a long-standing relationship with things like the Cairns 50 Ultra Marathon, with the Far North Queensland Hospital Foundation. I am running the Sydney Marathon for them. The list goes on, so many things that we've supported, like She Shed and local charities and all the rest of it. But what often happens is those local things tend to be big once-off events. So it's something that is a once-a-year event, you sponsor it, you rock up to it, your logo's everywhere, you get excited about it for a few weeks, you might have some of your team participating or volunteering, and then it's gone. Whereas B1G1 ritualizes and enables us to have these things every single day and every week, and those impacts compound. It's like in our lives, the compounding effect of the 1%ers, or the gratitude practice, or whatever it might be. So if you are feeling maybe not connected to your vision, not connected to what you're doing in the day-to-day, not purposeful, not motivated, maybe think about ways that you can put in place the systems and the frameworks to make this just part of your daily practice so that there's meaning to what you're doing. This is what I do. It is 100% my jam with leaders, with founders, and with teams, so that leaders and founders get the lives that they've worked so hard for and the things that actually matter to them, and get rid of the noise. And so that teams can be more action-taking, more appreciative, and more accountable. In the show notes, I will put in a link to a B1G1 upcoming webinar. There is no payoff for me to do this, aside from the fact that I love the community, I love the people, and it really elevates all of us. A rising tide lifts all boats. And you can join that and find out a little bit more about the movement. And as always, there's a link to my website, socials, etc., where I share a lot on this kind of stuff. Happy Saturday, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow for more from Endures. Bye.